Hey everybody, it's Moodboard Madness Day. I am going to be working in my Me, Myself, and I album. So while I get organized here, let's talk about this project and the mood board and everything. So as soon as I saw this mood board for this month, for this week, I really wanted to pull out my Willow collection from One Canoe 2. It matches the mood board so perfectly, I just had to use it. I then decided I was going to work in this project. This project is one I started in January. I really want to finish it before the end of the year. So initially, this project was started by my friend Hiba, who is my little journal on YouTube. And she on Pinterest had shared a whole list of prompts. Initially, I was going to follow every one of her prompts, but I got so far in this project and then I didn't have photos or stories or anything to fit some of the prompts. So there were some prompts in there that just didn't work with me. So I have officially chucked the prompts and now I'm just going to finish the album with prompts and things about myself, stories that I want to tell, and that's just what we're going to do. I still have a couple prompts. There are a couple prompts from Hiba's list that I'm going to do. I have photos for those already printed and ready to go. And then the rest of this album, I am going to just wing it. So this spread was inspired by Netflix. They have this little documentary series called The Movies That Made Us. And it's all about older movies, probably movies that came out during like my teenage years and stuff like that. I grew up with a grandmother that introduced me to a whole different set of movies, right? So the movies that were part of that documentary really didn't make me. But it inspired me to create a layout about the movies that did make me. The movies that as a child I watched over and over again, and as an adult now, I still find nostalgia in them and I still love to watch them. So I picked my 4 favorites and I'm going to go ahead and document them today. So what are the movies? I grew up watching things, the 4 that I chose, because those are the ones that were primary in my mind, were The Great Gatsby, the older version, the Robert Redford version, and White Nights, which if you've never seen before, growing up, and this is kind of funny, the more I think about my childhood, the more I understand my love affair with the arts, whether it be paintings or scrapbooking or watercolors, whatever. One of the movies is White Nights, which is, it stars Mikhail Baryshnikov, who I must tell you, see, I was such a strange child. I had the biggest crush on him when I was little, when I was early teenage years, 12, 13, such a huge crush. The other 2 are Arsenic and Old Lace, which is an older Cary Grant movie. I love that movie to this day. And the fourth one is The Electric Horseman, which is another older Robert Redford movie. And I am here to tell you that movie can still make me bawl my eyes out at the end. So those are the movies we have that we're documenting today. I am going to go ahead. I've already cut down my pattern papers. I've matted my photos and put them in. And now I can just go ahead and do a little bit of embellishing. I really wanted to use this piece of vellum that comes in this collection of papers because I'd never used it. I'd never even opened it. And I really wanted to use it. And I decided that I would fussy cut some of the butterflies out. They're smaller, but that's going to work perfectly for a traveler's notebook spread. There were these super cute kind of gem die cuts in the die cut pack, and I decided to go ahead and add those into my spread because these are the gems. These are the movie gems. And I'm going to go ahead and add some of these butterflies. They are a little bit of sparkle. They have some foil on them. They're super, super cute. And so I did definitely want to add those. I love, love, love this collection. It is from One Canoe 2, and they no longer create, they used to be under the American Crafts umbrella, but they no longer create paper scrapbooking lines. They do, though, still have their own stationery store, and their designs and patterns are so beautiful. I have a couple listed on my things I want to buy for my house and hang up in places around my house because they have some gorgeous, gorgeous artwork that I really do love. So I'm going to work on my title here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my T-square ruler. I'm going to make some nice light pencil lines, and I'm going to make them about 1 inch apart. When I went through what I had from the Willow collection, I had almost an entire package of thickers. I think I used like 2 letters out of it. So I knew that I could go ahead and get a pretty hefty title out of this pack of thickers, and that would be good. That would work well. So that's what I'm going to do. I have my little guidelines, and I'm going to space out my words to spell out the movies that made me. And then I'm just going to go ahead and add a couple of these die-cut butterflies and the gems down below. So in case you're ever wondering what kind of quirky childhood I had and what kind of movies I watched that gave me all of the feels, there they are. A little different probably than others from my generation. My grandmother used to say I was a 90-year-old woman trapped in a young body because that was just my personality. It's still kind of true, I think. Anyway, although the body's getting closer to being 90 years old for sure. Last but not least, I'm going to add a sprinkle of enamel dots across both pages of my spread. I used this entire package of enamel dots. So I think there's still like 1 on the pack or something. When I was putting the collection away, I was like, oh no, we are not putting 1 enamel dot in with these products. And so I added it to the spread. Be sure to head over and check out Caitlin's video for this video series. I'm sure she has a gorgeous project to share. I am trying to kind of finish up this album, so you might see some more things about me. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye.